Who would have thought that Mario, Link, and the world of Nintendo could be considered just as creepy as Slender Man? Despite being considered one of the most family-friendly video game companies in the world, Nintendo's been filled with some creepy elements through the years. Watch and see how murder, real-life prisoners, and the Illuminati have all intersected the world of Nintendo. Check out 10 Nintendo secrets that made kids' games creepy, but before you do that, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new content. Mario and the Prisoners. Remember the Game Boy that you loved to play as a child? It was likely made by prisoners. Nintendo has a long history of using prison labor to create some of the most beloved merchandise by children. Imagine owning a game or device that was actually built with the hands of a murderer. Their labor went beyond games. It also included toys, stuffed animals, board games, and a plethora of other Nintendo products. The prison program started in the 1980s, and Nintendo spent years trying to cover up this fact, but have admitted to the actions in recent years. One of the disturbing parts of the whole situation is that many of the workers are on the sexual offenders registry list. It's hard to picture someone that may have committed crimes against a child is now making them happy by building and packaging a variety of electronics and toys. Honestly, just saying that kind of makes me sick. Not only did prisoners get their hands on children's merchandise, but they actually got paid to complete the labor. And here you thought that the Koopa clan was the evilest part of Nintendo. Creepy eyeballs. Nintendo has a long history of showcasing a creepy world of eyeballs. There have been many cases where eyeballs have been used as an evil part of a Nintendo game. One of the scariest parts of Super Mario 64 featured a giant eyeball that rolled through a haunted house level. The intense music that accompanied the rolling eye only made things worse. Mario Party 8 had the disturbing Eye Brawl minigame that sent players into the deep woods to do battle with a collection of floating eyes. The ominous eyes lacked the same whimsical factor and fun that other minigames in the series featured. When a player lost in the level, they would be surrounded by a collection of miniature eyeballs that would circle and haunt characters. Rumors have persisted for years that the single-eye symbolism featured in Nintendo games is directly associated with the Illuminati. Another example comes from the Nintendo 64 controller. The middle grip and analog stick is said to be designed off the Illuminati eyeball placed inside of a triangle. Either way, those games could give you nightmares. Pales in comparison to the horror stories of the Mario Party palm blisters if you ask me though. The all-seeing XATU. The massive world of Pokemon is filled with all types of powers and abilities. There's strength, water abilities, and electrical powers among others. One of the strangest abilities comes from a mystical Pokemon named XATU. XATU is an all-seeing Pokemon with a calm demeanor that stays completely silent no matter what is going on. He doesn't yell out Pika Pika or feature some type of cool mutating action. The bird-like creature has a depressed look on his face and spends his days just staring at the sun. You'd be lucky if you even saw XATU blink. The reason for this, XATU can see everything in the past and the future. Various Pokemon trainers have used XATU to give messages in the past or to see grim views of the future. He uses his psychic abilities to do battle with other Pokemon, but when he's not battling, his visions cause a lot of disturbances. This includes all of the terrible tragedies in the world and even your own death. I've known that Pokemon was dark, even way back when I got Pokemon Blue for the first time, but it just never ceases to amaze me. Well, good luck playing with them, kiddos. Donkey Kong was beat up. Donkey Kong may be a lovable hero with his own franchise now, but it didn't start out that way. The barrel-tossing villain of the original Donkey Kong was not just an angry ape, he was an abused one. According to the game's official manual, Donkey Kong was Mario's mistreated pet. The mistreatment obviously went too far, and Donkey Kong sought revenge. Getting sick of the abuse, Donkey Kong escaped the clutches of Mario, kidnapped a woman, and tried to explain his injustice to the world. Unfortunately, his communication skills were a little subpar, and Kong ended up just throwing a bunch of barrels instead. Oddly enough, anyone that played the original Donkey Kong was in control of the animal abuser himself. Mario. It's surprising that the game wasn't criticized by PETA back in the day. Apparently, the two have made amends, as Donkey Kong is now one of Nintendo's biggest heroes. He's teamed up with his former owner on numerous occasions, and the two can often be found racing against each other in the Mario Kart series. Mario has seemed to turn a corner from his animal abuse days, but it may be a good idea to send Yoshi a small warning about his owner's shocking past. Although, maybe Yoshi already knows, what with all the mid-air ditching. Mario cheated on Princess Peach. There's no greater video game love story than the long journey between Princess Peach and Super Mario. They have had countless adventures where Mario rescued Peach and the loving couple sailed off into the sunlight with nothing but their love for each other. Too bad Mario tainted the whole thing by cheating on Peach with Princess Daisy. In Super Mario Land, Mario diverts his attention from Princess Peach to help the kidnapped Princess Daisy. It's all good to save any princess you can, but Mario's motives were clearly a little shady. After Mario saves the kingdom and rescues Princess Daisy, the two fly off together in a private rocket ship. I know what you're thinking. They're going to meet up with Peach and tell their harrowing tale. Nope! As they fly together, Mario clearly joins the Mile High Club with Daisy as a heart appears. It may have been one of the biggest twists in Mario history. Not only did he cheat on Peach, but Daisy is the main love interest of Mario's brother Luigi. The whole affair has an episode of Mori written all over it. Maybe Bowser was the better option all along. DROWZEE the Dream Eater. Pokemon may spend a lot of time inside their Pokeballs, but they need to get loose to eat every now and then. While many Pokemon enjoy meats, vegetables, and other normal foods, DROWZEE takes a page from Freddy Krueger. DROWZEE is known as a hypnosis Pokemon, using psychic abilities to put his opponents to sleep. DROWZEE must eat dreams to survive, but oddly, he can only eat the dreams of children. The way he does it is just pure frightening. A sleeping child will feel an itch on their nose, as the nose acts as a portal to their dreams. Who comes up with this stuff? DROWZEE remembers every single dream he eats, making him even creepier for the massive invasion. As if eating dreams wasn't scary enough, DROWZEE is incredibly scary to look at. He looks like a mutated tapir, complete with 3 clawed toe things in each hand. DROWZEE has been featured in multiple Pokemon games, along with movies and animated specials. When there aren't enough dreams, DROWZEE suffers through terrible nightmares. Maybe you should save DROWZEE for daytime gaming only. Or maybe just don't use the creep at all. Mario kills mushroom people. In Mario's never-ending quest to save Princess Peach, he's also rescuing captured citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's too bad that the heroic plumber doesn't realize how many mushroom people he's killing in the process. In the original Super Mario Bros., the manual states that the evil Koopa used black magic to turn the mushroom people into special stones and bricks. Yes, those are the same stones and bricks that Mario's been smashing for over 30 years. Not only does this include bricks that Mario smashes just for the heck of it, but it also includes the question mark bricks that Mario hits for gold coins and power-ups. Essentially, Mario's getting paid to kill off as many mushrooms as possible. It's like a mass killing when he gets his plumber's hands on a block that has multiple coins in it. The poor deaths of the mushroom people only got worse in later versions of the games. Mario gained the ability to freeze, whip, and torpedo through bricks as he made his way through levels. Yikes. CUBONE'S Skull Origins. Cubone may be considered one of the cutest Pokemon for his small size and the way he wears a skull on his head for armor. The creepy part? The skull that Cubone wears is actually his own mother's. Cubone lives on, fighting the good fight for his mother that obviously had some sort of grim death. The skull not only honors his mother, but acts as a great piece of armor when the Pokemon is battling. It adds a lot of strength and defense when going up against other monsters. Unless they're water types. As if that isn't creepy enough, when Cubone isn't battling, he's constantly crying, howling at the moon, and mourning the mysterious death of his mom. His mother's death has never been explained, but it's clear that Cubone either witnessed it or was traumatized in some way. In some sick twist, Cubone could have been the one who actually slayed his own mother. In another twist, Cubone carries around a sharp bone that he uses as a weapon. Hopefully the bone weapon isn't her femur. Mario Kart's Giant Rock. Many levels in the Mario Kart series feature gorgeous scenery, including the often used Peach Beach. The Peach Beach level is a great scenic ride that features ocean waters, idealistic views, and a place that many people would like to vacation at. The sand-based course is available to race on in both Mario Kart Double Dash on the Nintendo GameCube and Mario Kart Wii. Each track is exactly the same, with updated graphics featured in the Wii version. The next time you take a ride through Peach Beach, take a closer look at some of the rock formations. One area in the level features a very large, phallic-shaped rock. Not only is the inappropriate rock shape clearly visible, but players must drive under the center of it to get through the course. Two large stones sit at the back of the rock and dip into the ocean waters. A large cylinder shape extends from the two rocks into a curve. Yeah, alright, I think you get it. That's a penis.jpg. The view is very hard to miss, and it's any wonder how gaming developers missed this formation in both versions of the game. Link and Peter Pan. One of the most iconic heroes in the world of Nintendo is Link. It's too bad that all of Link's inspiration actually came from Peter Pan. The similarities are eerie. There's the green outfits, pointed ears, and the seemingly inability to ever age. When Link was first created for the NES, his design was limited to the basic graphics on the console. As the character became popular, illustrated versions were clearly a ripoff of Peter Pan. Not only are both of their looks the same, but each hero has a weapon of choice, the sword. Sure, Link's sword may be longer and more powerful, but no one is really comparing the two. The Zelda franchise also decided to introduce the character of Navi, a fairy that was clearly based off of Tinkerbell. Navi sticks by Link's side, helps him in tough situations, and uses a little magic to get through their adventures together. Oh, and don't forget about Peter Pan's Shadow and Dark Link. Next thing you know, Link will do battle with a Girahim that has a hook for a hand. There you have it. What fact do you think is the creepiest? Is there anything that we missed? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to The Gamer on YouTube.